We are continuing our journey on the Canal Du Midi in France, and today we will show you how to go through tunnels. The canal meets the Mediterranean, the same way back to the base, but new stops, and where can you moor on the canal. To go through tunnels, it is a big challenge as well, because they are narrow, they don't have traffic light, and right now you will hear our usual conversation when we go through tunnels. I don't see anybody so far. You are good on this side. I don't know about next side. Okay, nobody. You are good on this side. Watch that side. Good on this side, good. I think you are too close there.
Honey, I'll watch this side. You watch that one, okay?
This fight is far good. You can see, if two boats meet in the canal, one needs to back up, otherwise you can't solve this problem. But anyway, we are at the Mediterranean, and we decided at first to find some information. What can we see? What can we do here? We tried to find the tourist place where we can get this information. It was not easy, believe us.
Well, we tried to visit the tourist office here, but as you can see from the video, they were closed, just like most things in France. Whenever you want to visit them are closed. Restaurants, shops, whatever it might be, everything seems to be closed all the time. It's one of the most frustrating things about France, but I'm sure the people there love it because it means they have lots of time off.
And near the tourist office we noticed the miniature golf, and the name of it, California. I remind you, we are in France. We tried to find on the internet about nearest campgrounds where we can take shower maybe, and we found one. You can see it, and actually we took shower there. It was difficult to find again that shower, but we found it.
Although the sign says that this is a campground, it doesn't look like what we think of as campgrounds in the U.S. No place for RVs or tents particularly. Instead, they seem to be very basic mobile homes cramped up together that are available to buy or rent or lease. Probably many people come here year after year after year, the same weeks or months or whatever, to this particular location.
We stopped in little place near the Mediterranean. Yes, it is a little town or a village for tourists who comes to the beach, and it has a lot of shops, nice restaurants, interesting place. But I can't say that it is a special place. Just a tourist village for tourists. And I want to mention, by the way, that the weather was great. We did not have rain even once. And this particular day, the weather was hot. You can see Ben is drinking some cold stuff, and I wanted to go to the water. You will see how it worked.
We are at the beach in the south of France, near the canal, but now we're on the ocean,
What ocean?
Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, great. We are going to the beach and we will swim, right?
Too hot.
This restaurant seems to think it's anything but French. It's a pizzeria, which of course is originally Italian, and it also claims that it serves Tex-Mex food, which is a variety of American food, as you know, from the southwestern United States and Mexico.
And of course, I went to the sea. At first I was surprised why not too many people are in the water. Mostly they were tanning. And when I went to the water, I realized why it is like that. Because the water was cold. You know, I can even say that icy cold. And it was the beginning of September. I assumed that the water should be warm. But it was beautiful there. And I want to tell you that our favorite thing in the evening was to go on the top of the boat, to lay down and look at stars, listen to the birds, and just enjoy silence and enjoy the evening, because evenings were really warm. The weather was warm, and so we enjoyed evenings in France on the boat. It's true. And next day we decided to go back, and the morning was really beautiful.
Appelle-moi, donne-moi des nouvelles, est-ce que tu m'aimes encore? Ouvre-moi ton cœur, dis-moi si c'est vrai tout ce qu'on dit sur toi. Appelle-moi, donne-moi un peu d'espoir, est-ce que j'ai eu tort d'avoir eu si peur, d'avoir hésité, aussi douté de toi? Bébé, j'ai perdu la tête quand tu m'as pris dans tes bras. J'ai pas assuré, pas réalisé, j'étais déjà plus là. J'ai perdu la tête, bébé, appelle-moi. Je veux tout donner, tout recommencer. Alors si tu m'aimes encore, appelle-moi. Appelle-moi, donne-moi le temps de retrouver le nord. Juste quelques heures et tu verras, tu me reconnaîtras pas. Appelle-moi, donne-moi l'illusion de briller comme l'or. J'aurai plus jamais peur, je saurai la fête qui te fera roi. Bébé, j'ai perdu la tête quand tu m'as pris dans tes bras. J'ai pas assuré, pas réalisé, j'étais déjà plus là. J'ai perdu la tête, bébé, appelle-moi. Je veux tout donner, tout recommencer. Alors si tu m'aimes encore.
This area where we were boating has a lot of grapes, wineries, vineyards. So you can see what happened.
Drive.
I forgot what to do. Can you see that I'm actually driving?
Yes, you're driving. It's clear.
Hi. And some grapes over there. I'm sorry, but it is stolen grapes. It's great. And of course, we had to go through 9 locks again. Unfortunately, this time we went up. You see, the boat is leaving the locks area, and it is our turn to get in locks. All this time, for probably an hour or more, we moored and were waiting for our turn. It was hot, but You have to wait. You don't have any other choice. And now we are moving, we are going to the locks.
French canals, like those in Britain and probably the rest of Europe too, have two very different sides. There's one side that is public, which is where the towpath used to be. The horse would walk that pulled the canal boat, and that's public land, and you can moor to that almost anywhere you want. In fact, you can moor and stay for a period of days. The other side of the canal is private land and is owned by whoever happens to own it, and so you typically are not allowed to moor on that side.
Like I mentioned already, on our way back we stopped in different places, and one of them was a little village or little town on the Canal Somail. It is a really, you can see on the map, it is a really small place, a small town, and we are approaching this town, and you see the narrow boat. We saw many narrow boats on the canal, and actually we considered to rent the narrow boat. This boat is from our company as well. We considered to rent the narrow boat in England and go on canals in England, but for some reason then we changed our mind and decided to come to France. You see this interesting boat. When we went on the shore, when we moored and went on the shore, we tried to find any store nearby. We couldn't find any store, only this little boat. It was a store actually. We found some soda and nothing actually more, not too much. It is a little town Somail. It's interesting place, nice. You can see many boats are moored there, but it is difficult to get in the restaurant. We discovered that all restaurants are full, all restaurants that are nearby. And I don't know, I don't understand why. We did not have any good luck with restaurants. And Ben ate pizza, and that's it.
This village had a historical marker for Thomas Jefferson. You just never know what you're going to find when you travel. Apparently, he may have visited this village. The historical marker notes that he traveled throughout France during his time as ambassador to France from the United States, that he was a friend of Marquis de Lafayette and was a contributor to the Declaration of the Rights of Man in France as well. So he's a famous and well-liked figure in France during his time.
We couldn't spend too much time here because we were in a hurry to get to one little town to spend the night there. But this Somail is a very beautiful place, really beautiful place. You can see. And we passed, by the way, the place where we spent the very first night, where we moved our boat because the owner of that place asked to move. It is our place, and the boat and the people who asked us to move are still there. Look at them. They are still there. Actually, it was great to see this place again. We reached a little place, Arjoli, and decided to explore it using our bikes. But like I mentioned already, the road in France, country roads, at least in this area, country roads are really rough, really difficult to ride bikes on this road. And we learned this in many times. But we wanted to go there, and we decided at least to walk. We moored, we found a good place, and here we are in the town already. And Again, the town is Arjoli, very interesting name, but it will be a different story. Next time we are going to show you this town, Arjoli, and another little town where we are going to spend the night, Ventenac. And don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.